Nithyanandam, everybody. Here I am once again for today's video. For those of you who are watching me for the first time, my name will obviously be in the profile, Manitya Atmadyananda. And I am going to be sharing today, once again, spontaneously from the Living Enlightenment book. Spontaneously open a page and see what it leads to, what Devi herself is leading us to, and just expand on that, share on that, see what clicks happen live as I share. Okay, so for those of you who don't know about my background, I have a guru in my life. His name is His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, and I have been inspired to live the lifestyle that he has been sharing about for almost a decade now. Since 2009 is when the first time when I got to know about Swamiji through the Nitya Dhyan meditation program. And well, actually Nitya Dhyan meditation, just the meditation itself, it was 35 minutes. And here I am 10 years later, still inspired, still very much having daily transformation and experiences which I could never have imagined or even thought about having. So I'm going to flick any page at all, okay? So just connecting with Swamiji and in the space of oneness and seeing what will come up. Okay, so here we go. Ready. I don't believe it. It's the same page as I did it a few days ago, which is this one here. Is exactly the same page. And what are the chances? The book has like over 800 pages, or at least 700 pages, over 700 pages, and twice in a row. The same page has, not even in a row, actually last time there was a different page, but in the Nithyananda Ma. So once again, it's, see, I have to say, I've had a desire to visit Tiruvanamalai again and Varanasi again, just spend some time there. And here we are. Arunachala Hill itself is, and the temple, Tiruvanamalai temple itself is, it's coming back again and again for me. So how cool is that? Yes, how cool is this? So here, I'm going to read it. This is a page where you have a photograph murti of Arunachala Hill and a photograph murti of the Tiruvanamalai temple. And Bhagwan is sharing here, it was neither dark nor light filled, an intermediate color covered planet Earth. Suddenly a bright light appeared from a region which I now see as southern India. At that time, I did not know where it was. Borders are what we draw. Where is there border in the cosmos? I entered into that light in the form of a brilliant meteor. And this is Bhagwan himself sharing. Okay, so because we see Swamiji in the form as a human being, if you like, a human form, we mistake the rare flower that he is. We misunderstand, I feel, and we mistake him to be a regular human being like us, in terms of we've had unconscious birth. And of course, Bhagwan is here to show us how to have a conscious birth. But he himself has had conscious birth, how to live consciously even. He's here to show us how to live consciously, die consciously, and how conscious birth can happen. But I feel that, with all of the persecution that Bhagwan has been through, in all of that, he's being attacked because people mistake the rare happening. They don't understand that there is a science behind it, and that a real happening has actually happened. So this page coming up again for me this time, the sharing has been more coming from the space of, well, actually, it is time for us to celebrate, revere the sacred space that Bhagwan is, and that we, only because we don't understand or we haven't come across the science before, doesn't mean it doesn't exist, and doesn't mean because we don't know something we need to measure it according to our own experiences. There is much more beyond our own limited experiences that we've had. So that's one sharing that's come up. I could probably expand on it a bit more. Let me read the next part. So the next part is under the Tiruvanamalai temple Murti. The very next sight that I perceived with my inner eye was Arunachala, and I knew that I had assumed the body once more. I had entered the womb of my mother. It was a conscious birth. Okay, so this is what Bhagwan is saying. Now, this whole book, this page coming back up again, once again, and I say thank you to Devi for bringing that page back up again. But this time, the sharing is more from the space of, actually, it's time for everybody or anybody that doesn't understand how incarnations happen, how conscious birth happens, to take time and to learn the science behind it. There is a science behind it. And only because we haven't had the knowledge before, it's not something you would have learned in school. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So that's the click I'm getting, that there's a real happening that has happened when Bhagwan decided to take a conscious birth. And it's the time for us to celebrate that, really. So thank you so much for everybody that has been watching. Indrajit, Rachel, thank you for your comments. I look forward to hearing more. If you have any questions, let me know. If there is something you can add that will help me to understand better anything at all that I've touched on, then please leave a comment there in the comments box. I'll be posting this video on my YouTube channel as well, so you can easily find all the videos and watch them again. Thank you so much. Nithyanandam.